Hey man, yeah, it's my ugly ass in the flesh. We're here today on another episode of Real Spit for today with Concrete Slab. I am Concrete Slab, Smith of the Foundation, Holder of the North. Got the street screaming side and your bitch wearing purple. You might not like me, but yeah, bitch, dude. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with a solid nigga, straight up. Hey man, look, today I have a
That's the first time I heard that one. That is classic. Okay, that was the first.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck with a
You
solid
got to
nigga.
say it slow for me so I can hear.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
Concrete Slab.
All right.
Strength of the foundation, holder of the mouth. Got the street screaming solid and your bitch wearing purple. You might not like me, but yeah, bitch do. You know what I'm saying? With my ugly ass. Fuck with a solid nigga, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Boy, this is gonna be some shit, y'all. Just get ready. Okay.
So, as always, I always have somebody special to my right. And me personally, out of respect, I never introduce them because y'all do it so better. So for my folks, can you tell them who you are?
Oh gosh. I am your girl, Miss Liv. I am a retired model, a hairstylist, a salon owner, a mommy. Yeah, all the things. So yeah, that's who I am.
Hey man. Okay. Y'all ready, folks? We're gonna get into it. Motherfucking Miss Liv. Before we go down through that though, I'm gonna ask you, man, where you from?
Okay. I am originally from Dayton, Ohio. I've been in Texas since '04.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, my mom is originally from San Antonio. My dad's from Louisiana.
Yeah.
So I just came down here 1 week to visit. I liked it. I literally went home, transferred my job, got a place online. 2 weeks later, I moved here on a Saturday. Yeah. I went back to work on a Monday, and I never went back.
Okay, so I need to get before you came to what was you in Ohio? What was you doing there?
Just working. Yeah. Working. That was it. Just keeping it and working. Dayton is it's not a whole lot there, you know. It's home. Yeah. But it's not a lot. And so there wasn't really anything for me to do. You know, we was in the club Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then, working and just I didn't have any kids, so I wasn't I didn't have any responsibilities. So I was just doing me.
So okay, so what about school there?
So I went to high school there, and then I graduated high school. Tell y'all my business. In '99.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I went to high school there. I did a little bit of college. I was a little mad because my dad wanted me to do community college, and I wanted to go to the big dogs. So he was like, just do community college for like a year. Boy, me and my best friend flunked out that bitch. I think my GPA was like and I'm smart. And I think when we was just angry because we wanted to be at the big schools and they just didn't think we were ready. We was a little sheltered. We was military kids. We lived on the base.
I was gonna ask that, so go ahead though.
Yeah, we lived on the base. Growing up, first through ninth grade was mostly white. Because we lived on the base. We was around all the base kids. And then 10th through when I graduated, when I moved more to the suburbs, I was like, "Ooh, there's too many niggas. Like, I've never seen this many black people." So it was a culture shock for me, because seriously, I had never been around that many black people. And so when I went to the high school from 10th grade to when I graduated, I was a cheerleader. And for the first year in the history of my whole high school, we had an all black cheerleading squad. Nigga, we was on the news. We had the newspaper was out there. We had for the first time in the school's history, our whole cheerleading squad was black.
Wait, so for you that was like,
yeah, I know. I could not sleep at night. Now I love my people, but that shit was. I was like, hold on now. We went from like 70, I'd say 70, 30-ish, first through ninth grade. Okay. Then we went to 50-50 damn near, and I'm like, hold on, what is it? Then when I graduated, I wanted to be grown and move like to the city where all the niggas was at. Yeah. I was like, bitch, I ain't slept in 3 days. What is the black person here? Oh no, this ain't. Yeah. So Yeah.
Wait, so on what
Real
happened?
talk.
What typically happened on a military base?
We could be listen, we were kids, okay? We could play outside past the street lights. We didn't sit with the
Wait.
doors closed, with the doors locked. We didn't have to do it. We were on the base. You do some dumb shit on a military base, that's federal. That's your ass. We could, we was out kicking it, riding our bikes. We was at the park. We were safe. We were
But
kids.
it was secluded as fuck, wasn't it?
It was, but all the people on the base had kids. So that was like your little family. You know what I mean? Like everybody had a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? We weren't struggling for nothing.
Was it like street signs and corner stores and shit?
Like it was literally like our own community. Like we had our own movie theater and grocery store.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, but it was safe.
Get the fuck out of here.
When you went to go buy your shoes and your clothes on the base, there was no tax.
Where did you buy? It's a Nike store?
Yeah, anything. If your shit was $150, it was $150. Ain't no taxes. We were safe. You know what I'm saying? The hospital was on the base. We had everything was on the base.
What y'all eat? The little packages?
No, nigga, we ate regular food. We wasn't like it was literally like we were living life, but we were secluded. We were safe.
Oh my God.
I had a childhood, you know what I'm saying? Like I could go spend the night at my friend's house for 2-3 weeks and not come home. And all they do is call me like, she good? Fuck? That's how it was. Yeah.
Was he like crime?
No. What's a crime?
What are
those? I mean, there were some bad kids, I'm sure, that probably got into some trouble. But like you gotta think about it, like if you really did some crime on the base,
yeah, going to jail.
Well, your daddy finna lose his motherfucking rankings and his career too. If you did some shit that's serious enough, you gotta think your dad works for the federal government, or your mom works for the federal government. Nigga, we get a house allowance. The kids are smart. Everybody getting paid good. And if you go do some dumb shit on the base, I did when I was 17. I ain't gonna hold you. Me and my best friend. So we know doing dumb shit, So do some shit if you want to on the base.
Y'all smack some niggas on the base?
No, we used to. Okay, look, y'all don't judge me, okay? This was like 30 years ago. So me and my best friend every Tuesday on the base. This was when CDs was out, okay?
For you young folks.
Yeah, right. For you young folks. Every Tuesday, all the new CDs would come out. All the fire shit, right? So we would go in the BX on the base and steal what CDs we wanted to steal, right? At 17, okay? If both of us, we didn't have a shortage of money nowhere in our family, nigga.
Yeah.
Got allowance every week and took our black ass to the base on the BX at the BX and was stealing CDs, right? It was her fault though. We had a meeting. We set it out. Listen, if we get caught, bitch, you run this way, bitch. I run this way, and we meet back at the car when it get dark. That was the plan. We go in there. Big Dummy got on a big ass yellow bubble Tommy Hilfiger coat, bright yellow like in your shirt.
The bubble jackets too.
We in that bitch going in. I'm like, shit, I got about 10, 12 CDs I want to get. So she in one corner of the store, I'm in the other corner. We get ready to leave out. We straight.
Yeah.
So we thought, this bitch, I'm thirsty, and she want to go through the line. Friend, she want to go through the line to get something to drink. We got all this property, nigga, on our body, and you want to go through the checkout line, bitch, because you thirsty. The lady at the register, her phone ring, right? She's sitting there, she looking at shit all weird, like, okay, yeah, they're right here. She get off the phone. We check out. We walk through, and it's a little lobby before you hit the door, right?
Yeah.
So we walking out the door. I'm like, we done made it. But as we walking out, we see the police with 2 dogs sitting in the corner.
The military law?
I said, hey, somebody finna go to jail. That's what I said. Like, oh shit, they here to get somebody. Bitch, it's me and her. So a lady walk up on us and she's like, we thinking she's selling something, you know. So we're like, man, we ain't interested, you know. She's like, no, ma'am, I need you to come with me. I'm popping my shit. Like, come with you for what? Like, where are we going? She's like, ma'am, I just need you guys to come with me. I'm like, oh shit. So we go to the bag. They separate us. We wasn't prepared for this, friends. So we didn't have no conversation before they separated. We couldn't plan for a bitch ass thing. We just had to go with it. The lady take her in one room, another lady take me in another. She's like, "Man, you know why you're here?" No, why am I here? Well, man, we saw you guys on camera, and it looks like that you were stealing some stuff from the store, and you know, we just want to come in and talk to you about it and see what's going on. I said, I ain't steal shit. That's what I'm talking big shit because I'm thinking not knowing my rights. Like, bitch, you can't search my purse. Shit, I sat there for a minute. Now the camera came on. I see Bessie over in the corner and shit like this in the clothing department. She actively stuffing shit in her coat. I'm like, you are caught. They got me in the camera. I'm near the where you try on the clothes and shit.
Yeah.
Cold busted. She like, ma'am, so either you can tell me the truth or we'll have to call your parents. You know, like we're gonna have to figure something out. I'm like, ma'am, I don't have nothing on. She's like, okay, you think this is a joke, clearly. If I dump that purse out and there's anything in it, I'm gonna have to charge you because now you lied to me.
Yeah.
I dumped that motherfucker out so quick. I was like, bitch, here, all the shit just came falling out my purse. I said, Lord Jesus. So luckily, I don't know how we did it, but our stories match right the fuck up. I don't know how we did it, but whatever we said was enough for them and it matched up.
Yeah.
Boy, when they called my mom and my daddy, they're like, listen, we're not gonna take you to jail because you're a minor.
Yeah.
But we gotta call your parents. They called my dad, that nigga hung up on them. Like, bitch, I know you lying. I know my daughter is not that dumb on the base. He said, so I'm gonna go ahead and he hung up on the lady at the stove. Like, bitch, I'm gonna have to call you. You ain't calling for lying. I called the nigga back like,
Yeah,
nah, she was for that was for me. Boy, my dad retired 40 years in the military as a captain. Do you know what I could have done to his career?
Damn.
My daddy did 20 years active duty, 20 years civil service, and retired as a captain in the Air Force.
Damn.
That's not me no more, y'all. But 17, all right?
That's how it went down.
Yeah, and so luckily they let us off. We went to court. You know, we had never been in any trouble. You know what I mean? So they let us off and dropped the charges. I mean, because it wasn't like $1,000 worth of shit. You know, it was just a CD.
Yeah.
So they let us go, but
damn. So y'all playing with federal time.
big time.
And knew it.
They knew it. And you on the base, bitch. You didn't even go up to Walgreens or Walmart, and bitch, you was on the base. Stealing.
So yeah,
Never
there's
again.
less.
Yes, absolutely. Never again.
Do you have any like sports background?
I was a cheerleader.
Oh.
That's it. And say it ain't a
On
sport
the
if
base?
you want to.
Hey, I
say it ain't a
say
sport. Because you stumbled a
because
little bit.
I did, but I had to think, it is because it's y'all was out there when I played football.
Yeah.
We all practiced and sometimes they ran with us too.
Yeah.
But this is on the base or when you was in Ohio?
This was in Ohio. So the base was in Ohio. So when I went to from first to ninth grade, I started cheering in like seventh and eighth grade. So yes, I cheered while I still right when I moved off the base when my mom and dad split up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I cheered from eighth grade all the way up.
Oh, okay. So touch on that. When they split up, you went.
Okay, so my dad was still in Fairborn, which was where I was from first to ninth grade, and my mom moved to the suburbs, which is called Huber Heights.
Right.
So, well, she actually moved to like the east side of Dayton, which was like a little bit kind of ghetto, like my freshman year, and she didn't want me in that school district. So she was there for like a year or so. So for that year, I would stay with my dad during the week, Monday through Friday to go to school, and then I would go to my mom's on the weekend. But then when she moved to the suburbs, it flip flopped. I would go to my new school throughout the week, and then my dad.
Okay, so I gotta touch on to transition from predominantly white
Mm-hmm.
peers
Mm-hmm.
to black peers. Like how did they take to you?
I mean, like it was cool, like it because again, back in that time, there was. I mean, racism has always been there. The struggle has always been there, right? But it never. My best friend since the first grade is white.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And so like, it wasn't like you can't hang out with her because she's black,
yeah.
or no, they loved me. You know, I never had. Thank God. I mean, I'm sure people have experienced it, but um, I didn't have that. I didn't struggle with, being afraid. Like most of my friends were white. There was a couple black friends, but for the most part, I didn't have that problem.
I asked that because my child's mixed, and I've noticed I've had to mediate little shit like little quarrels between the little girls like that.
Well, right now you're gonna have to. This generation is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's no hope for our kids with this black and white,
Mm-hmm.
which is sad because it feels like we're regressing. You know what I mean? But no, I didn't have that. I mean, of course, no, I can't even say that. No,
What
the
about
interracial things wasn't really like a problem. Like my cousin, who I was raised with, his wife is white.
right?
Like it wasn't.
So when you get to the black schools, how did they take to you?
Oh, here we passed this. I got a story for you. All right. So, okay. So, when I went from Fairborn to Wayne, okay, my clique, there was five of us, okay? There was two sisters, me, and then two other girls, all different flavors. Just imagine this. Our daddies retired from the military.
Yeah.
Sophomore year in high school, you got five new black girls that come to the school all together and they all know each other. They wasn't ready for us.
Yeah.
They was like, where the fuck did they come? Who are they?
Yeah.
Like, and we're so sheltered because we was seriously, they was like, we've never seen them out. We don't see them in the streets. Like, they was raised right. Like, they got daddies and shit. Like, oh, we love them. So one played basketball. One was super smart. Two of us, she was cheerleaders. One of them could sing real. So we had the shit in the bag.
Yeah.
Had every flavor, light, dark, brown, mixed. We went in that bitch mobbing. We went into Wayne High School our sophomore year, like, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we was the new faces. So we was like instantly like super popular. You know what I mean? They're like, oh shit, and they smart, and they ain't ghetto, and they was raised right. Yeah. So we were received very well.
What about with the women?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like it wasn't that bitter bickering and like, bitch, I got money too. My parents live in a big ass house too. Like, we didn't go to like the inner city school where it was like, who is this bitch? Right. It was kind of like, okay, we got to get to know you, but you cute. Right, so we never really had no animosity or anything like that. It wasn't.
Is your background typically from the north, or are they your people from down south?
So my mom is from San Antonio. My family wise, and then my dad is from Louisiana.
Oh, so they just everybody just.
But my dad was in the Air Force, so I was born in South Dakota. And then now that's all white. It might be two niggas in South Dakota. It's all white. So, but I don't remember it because I left there when I was 3.
Yeah.
So, then I've been in Ohio since I was 3, and then I moved here when I was 24.
Okay, so so now we in Texas. I don't know why people move here.
Me neither, because you missed the part. Because we went from the suburbs to where all the niggas was at after I graduated.
Oh, so yes, I mean, but okay, so when you make reference to that,
so like, suburbs. So Fairborn was 1st through 9th. Huber Heights was 10th through 12th. Dayton, that's where they was at. was when I graduated until I moved here.
Yeah.
So that was when we was in the club Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like we was in the club, you could smoke all night, you could eat, drink all night. It wasn't no last call. They was serving liquor till 4 in the morning. Like yeah, we was in Majestic's turn up. Do you hear me? That was the spot. So yeah, it was definitely a change. So moving from there to here because that was more urban. That's where the ghetto was. That's where all the black people was. So it was different. I don't think I slept for a good month when I moved out there. I was like, oh my God, this is all black people. Like, there's black people everywhere. And like my neighbors, she had like 8 sons that lived next door. And I had, I was sheltered. I wasn't hot in the asses. I wasn't hurt. You know what I mean? I was like one of the homies. Like, I used to kick it with all the boys and, I'd flirt, but I wouldn't get that. So I was like, there's 8 boys that live next door. And they was looking at me like, what's up, baby? So yeah, it was different. So so Texas. All right, so we moved to Texas.
That had to be there, especially just the transition.
Oh God.
To the.
And then they really looking at me like, oh, you cute and you don't know no better.
So they just rip out your dreams and shit.
Yeah, but I'm very street smart. Okay, I was raised in Fairborn, but I kept me a dope boy. I stayed doing a bid with a nigga. I stayed in the dope house. Listen, this is just my story. I was with one of the biggest dope boys in the city. 2. One was in one city and one was in another. And I was hurt.
Yeah.
But they just knew I was a good girl and I didn't have, down like that. Never again. Nigga go to jail fuck with me. You in that bitch by yourself. Baby, I ain't got a letter for you, a picture. You hope your phone call's free.
Why is that?
I would never. Fred, I did a bid with a nigga for 4 years, faithful.
4 is nothing.
For you. But look at it as a woman.
Did he come out and fuck up?
At the first fucking week.
So that's the only time that is worse.
I flew home to go get the nigga was back home. I flew home with over $1,000 worth of shit in my suitcase just for him, nothing for me.
Yeah.
We went and picked that nigga up from jail. Me, his mama, and his cousin. I was home for a whole week. I didn't see that nigga after the second day. I was there for the rest of the time I was home.
That's where niggas fuck it up.
Listen, you say you finna go, baby. Good luck. Let me pray for you real quick.
Now, I get that part.
I ain't got nothing for him. 4 years. And bitch. So this wasn't even like you was my.
See.
Come on, friend.
Okay.
Yeah, you sweating. Your nerves bad now.
No, because the shit you just whispered. I get riding with a nigga.
Come on, but I jumped in that motherfucker.
How in the fuck?
Dummy.
How?
Dummy. How? You know how y'all do. Hit me up with your girl. You got a cousin or something? Let me holler at your sister. Damn, bro, who is that? Tell her to write me. We can be cool.
Okay, so I'm
4 years, friend.
I must say that I do know that only on the pretense of knowing niggas like that. Like you were saying.
Yeah.
Your days in high school. I was a shit in high school, so
I was hurt.
My ugly ass had hoes galore. But I know niggas I was the nigga who had people write other dudes when they did. But what the fuck? What, like, even when I was a pimp, I can see some shit verbally a nigga can say physically. But you can't see these niggas. How the fuck?
I was flying home. I was on visit. I was really a rider for that one.
I just think it'd be when I used to ride, it'd be the rush. It's just the rush because of because
it's the adrenaline. Come on now, and y'all know y'all's mouthpiece is something serious when y'all locked up.
Yeah, well, you now.
Come on. Y'all can have a bitch the world about to stop when y'all come home. You got a bitch really thinking that you really finna marry her, live in, buy her house, put diamonds on her feet.
Damn.
Yeah, I fell for that. And I was faithful for 4 years to him. And if he ever see this, I'll punch you in your face, because you know who you are.
Yeah, it's.
And when I look at him now, I just be like, bitch, was you cool? They be like, oh, you cool?
I mean, I get it on the pretense of like character trait. Like that gesture alone is like solid as fuck. Mm-hmm. Niggas just sometimes, most of the time, we don't see the privilege of having somebody like that in our corner. Because up until we reprogram ourselves, we got to remember, especially our section from where we from, my age group, we're taught money over bitches, paper over pussy. That's either where a nigga is putting the money over the woman, or it's like get some money, not fuck a lot of women, but fuck, you know what I'm saying, or they disrespectful to them. It's when a nigga can like reprogram that thing. That's was our training. That was niggas was taught us.
Right.
Yeah. So I get that, but I don't. I've always wondered like how the women, like my brother did 30 years, and I would introduce women. Now I'm a nigga of perspective, so I'm like, well, how the fuck this nigga done talk to this woman 4, 5, 6 years? You ain't never. Just a letter got this woman to start going to see the niggas,
sending them money,
and then it's like
cutting money on the books. Now she think they finna get married in prison next week. She done got the nigga name tatted on him. Yeah,
man. Say,
I got 2 that got my name on them that I ain't never touched.
See, I'm gonna share this story. I'm gonna get about this. The second time I was gonna get married, it was actually before I went to jail. So I wasn't one of the niggas who went to jail and was like, whoop whoop, such. But I do know them niggas though. I know a lot of cats that was in jail, and it'd be like how the foreigners need green cards. That's how niggas in prison be.
It's sad. I went through it, and they will get. But this is the thing, and it's so heartbreaking because you see women now, and you're like, now that I'm older, it may be because they may be younger than me or not experienced as much. I look at them like, I know this girl right now on social media that I follow. Her dude been locked up for 17 years, but y'all only been together like 2-3 years, right? You really about to move across the country to be with this nigga, like just so you can have like conjugal visits with him, and you're really about to move your whole life across the country, and you think that y'all are like they're engaged, and she is uplifting her entire life for a man that she met while he was already 15 years in.
On a how many years sentence?
Shit, he probably like a 30-year. He been in 17 years. I don't know what the fuck he did. So, and she swears he's finna come home. I don't know when, but I'm just like, I know like some people are different, and some dudes in there will really love you, but baby, you gotta be smart. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is in jail. They need you right now.
But that was you at some time.
You're right, but this one is grown. In her mid-30s.
Yeah.
I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
For you to walk into some dumb shit.
We gonna
okay?
Get to that.
Love her to death, but I mean, let's be for real. Like, we gotta. And again, I'm not saying their love is fake or they don't love each other, because the one I was with, I know that nigga loved every ounce of me, but he just wasn't shit. And he would rather kick it with his niggas when he came home, which was weird as fuck, than spend time with me. So I let him do his thing.
He's down low.
I don't know what the fuck he was, but if you come home from a 4-year bid, nigga, and your girl is in your house, and you go out kicking with your niggas, and I didn't see him for the rest of the trip.
Man, I ain't gonna get on, buddy. Hope you did alright, homie. I hope you ain't fucking with the boys, but you know what I'm saying. So let's get back. So when you come to Texas, Texas, I don't know why we be trying to get the fuck up out this motherfucker. Okay. Niggas be moving this whole like it's the shit, but goddamn, it's not. All that. You know what I'm saying? The weather, and y'all come get stuck. Yeah, I can dig that. I can see that. But when it's hot, yeah, gonna die.
That's my favorite part.
It'd be 112.
That's my favorite.
You
I'm at my bed. I know.
Like, nigga, be 112.
I love the heat. I'm a summer baby. I love the heat. Like, that's the reason I moved here. I'm at my best when it's hot. My attitude is the best. I'm the most productive. Like, I get some shit done when it's hot outside.
Because y'all get -3s and shit up there.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Like when I first moved here, I went home my first visit to 19 inches of snow.
I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. So it's a total difference.
On my mom, I wasn't fucking there.
Mm-hmm.
I like the cold here because it ain't cold. I'm not a nigga that want to just go to where it's fucking freezing.
Freezing.
No.
No.
Okay, so when you get to Texas, you how old now?
So I'm 24.
What you went to when you get here?
I was working for Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake. I moved down
That's when
here.
they first came?
Yep, the one in Plano on 75.
Yeah.
I worked there. I was with Steak and Shake for probably like 7 years because I worked there back home. But when I moved here, that's the job I transferred here for Steak and Shake.
Okay, so it was a big deal up there.
It's huge. It tastes way better. It's from St. Louis. It started in St. Louis.
When they brought that shit here, they tried to make it a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying when
but it did taste totally different.
Here,
yes,
it's decent.
It's better than In-N-Out.
I've never had.
That's some nasty, ignorant shit right there.
And I've like, it's not a person that I know that like that shit.
Keep riding when you see one. Don't
I have. I'm saying like on the ratio, if I ask, it's not a person who I've asked. That's sorry, In-N-Out burger, but yeah, I done asked a lot of niggas, and they don't like it. So Steak Shake.
So I worked at Steak and Shake, and so when I moved out here, I was all by myself. I lived in Plano.
You didn't know nobody?
No, I had one cousin that lived out here, and she went and looked at the apartments to make sure that they were safe and in a good area. But I was completely by myself.
Yeah.
And my dad drove all my stuff. I flew. I met him here.
Man, shout out to Pop.
Because I don't do road trips.
Shout out to Pop.
Yeah.
See, I thrive on that because I try to be that type of dad to my kids.
Yeah, my dad.
Not only my daughters, but my junior too.
Yeah, and I'm an only child too, so.
Oh.
On both sides.
Shit.
On both sides. So my dad drove down here, and then I flew, so I met him here, and then I did Steak and Shake. Then I went to medical assisting school because I have like a year and a half left on my RN. I went to medical assisting school while I was still working at Steak and Shake. Graduated with honors from there, and I was working both.
Yeah.
I worked at the doctor's office for like a year.
Yeah.
And that bitch was cuckoo for cuckoo.
As in what?
The doctor, she was just different. She was just fucking high strung. She was an Indian doctor. She was just all over the place. It was just a lot. It was a good experience. So then I got on Enterprise rental car. See, I feel like I lived my life backwards. Like all my corporate shit was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
And then my entrepreneurial shit started later. So I did Steak and Shake in the doctor's office. And then I ended up leaving the doctor's office and got on Enterprise. So now that's full-time salary. So I had to leave Steak and Shake. So I was a branch manager at Enterprise for 4 years, 4.5 years.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. So I ran 3 locations, over 220 cars, and like 35 employees.
And damn, I probably ran a car from your ass.
The one on Addison, I ran the one on Plano Parkway.
By George Bush or by 75?
By Plano Parkway and
Princeton? Yeah, by Ohio. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I was an assistant manager at that one.
Okay, so how the fuck did you get into modeling?
Okay, so when I was at Enterprise, how did I get my very first photographer? Shout out Daniel Smiley. He was my very first photographer, and I'm a Leo, big Leo. Stand on it. Yeah.
Rude.
No, we not. What's your sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Okay, I fuck with y'all. Y'all got smart ass mouths.
Very much so.
Y'all got smart ass mouths.
Very facetious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but y'all all right with me. But yeah, so I'm a big Leo. So I when I was working at Enterprise, I just love being in front of the camera. I love the attention. I love cameras in my face. That was just my thing. So him and I linked up and we just started doing photo shoots because I'm like, how do I get into modeling?
Why was the cameras in your face at the rental place?
No, they weren't. I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
Like, I was like, what's the matter?
I was saying, what y'all doing at Enterprise?
No. I just love being in front of the camera just in general. Okay. Like, that was just my personality. So when I met him as a photographer, I'm like, what can I do? You
Right.
know, like teach me. And so he kind of got me going in my modeling career, and we just started shooting, and it just took off.
Like a motherfucker.
Took off. So I modeled for 11 years, and I did it all by myself, me and God, but no management.
Yeah.
I did it all me.
Okay, so now you here in the city and you're in Dallas. We done got through the personal, now we're in the entertainment. When you started modeling here, how did you start? Like, what got you around like rappers in the city? Or they just
Um,
reached out?
I had done so much. Like I've done I did a lot of music videos. I
Yeah.
did. I'm on the cover of 3 books. Um, Shout out to Adante Cherry back home. Um, Street Royalty is a trilogy. Gotta read it. If you read, go get it.
I read, and it's called what?
Street Royalty.
Street. If you remember, send me that.
I will, and you can get it on Amazon. You can get it in Barnes and Nobles. Like, yes, it's
Yeah.
fire. And he wrote this whole trilogy when he was doing a 7-year bid in prison.
Yeah.
So I'm actually in part 3 of the book as myself, but I'm on the cover of all like 3 of the different books because he did 1, 2, and 3, and then he did a compilation that had all 3 books in one book. So I'm on the cover of 3 of those, and then right now he's doing a movie about the movie. I mean, a movie about the book. Yeah. So we're about to drop part 4. He came up with a part 4, and we're about to drop that here soon. So y'all stay tuned. But Adante Cherry, he's cold. He's from Springfield, Ohio. Best-selling author. My dog.
Yeah.
So I'm on the cover of most of his books. And just the rappers, just I did music videos. People reached out. I hosted every club in Dallas. I just know a lot of people, but Dallas is very cliquey.
Yeah. So before we get to that, because we're gonna talk about them click anyway. So when you get into the modeling, take pictures. When like who do you, if you remember, who was like the first artist that reached out to
Oh God, I honestly don't remember. There were so many.
you? Is it like is it a favorite video that you featured in?
There was one with an artist out of Atlanta that I really liked. His name was Tito.
Yeah.
That one was a really good one. Um, I did one with Jay Oliver and Don Benjamin. Shout out to them. I was Jay Oliver's baby mama in the music video.
Yeah.
That shit was wild. So that was a vibe. I did a lot of dope stuff and a lot of Dallas artists too that I worked with. So yeah, I had a good run. I shot internationally. I did a calendar. Um, I had a good run. I had a good run.
Like, what is it like as a model? Like, okay, so only I only know from the side of booking a model.
Okay.
But what is it like? Like, how is booking? You know what I'm saying? Because as an artist, they send deposits. They kind of want to bargain
Yes.
with your price. How is that as a model,
For me, I'm very choosy about who I work with.
Right.
Because I've always been very prideful in my work. And for me, and you know me personally, right? So, and you know what my work looks like. So, my main goal shooting was I looked for photographers that not only respected my craft, but I had to be able to learn something from you, and your work had to show what I'm seeing behind the camera, right? Because I never wanted to be one of those models that you see me online and then you see me in person, you're like, nigga, who the fuck is that? That is not her. That is not her. Bitch, you lying. Now your niggas cussing you out because you done brought me to a video shoot, bitch, and you knew I was not it and you played them. Now they mad. You know what I mean? So I used to tell my photographers, listen, I'm not light skinned.
Yeah.
Stop making me light skinned. I'm thick enough in all the right places. If you just shoot me with the right angles, like you can get whatever it is you're looking for. But don't make me look like, and don't redo my face and make me all blurry and look all fake, like, so my goal shooting, if you ask the main photographers that I shoot with, 90% of my shots are better raw straight out the camera than they do with an edit.
Right.
Because that's how I like to shoot. So booking wise, there's like 3 that we don't charge each other anything. Like if I need them, they're there. If they need me for a project, I'm there. So we built those relationships. But there are some photographers I'm like, nah, or if I'm not comfortable with you, or if I've never really worked with you. I did a lot of stuff for like trade, you know what I mean, in the beginning.
The
But
rapper? Who?
no, photos,
Trade?
like for trade. Like,
Okay.
yeah. So, um, but no, I made sure that I built my brand where people respected it. Like you gotta pay me. Now I wasn't like super expensive or anything, but I know
Yeah.
my worth. My body's natural. You ain't gotta recreate me for the video or for the for the picture.
Right.
Like I'm me. You know
Right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
So I think that a lot of times helped me on my bookings too because people like she ain't all fake and made up. Like we can get her face done, but she ain't gonna look like a totally different person.
And we talked to you.
Yes,
It wasn't like a representation.
absolutely.
Yeah, like somebody like a third party.
Right.
That meant a lot as an artist when, especially the niggas that went on extra shit that was only on business.
Business, absolutely.
Now I asked that because okay, so I be intrigued with models because I worked with some, I've dealt with some. I've always like wanted to know like how they kind of make fun to make micro quote unquote Instagram models. Like how does a model get like paid from their shooting or from they like what is an annual income from it?
It varies.
Quote unquote.
That's a good question. That's a really good question because sometimes I think too, it's about the standards that you set in the beginning.
Right, right.
Like if you go into it on some flirty shit, and they gonna treat you like that. You know what I mean? So for me, I was like, no, you're gonna put some respect on me. You're not gonna be touching on me. We're not. If I don't feel comfortable with what you're asking, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? So once you set the boundaries and you work with so many people, photographers like rappers, they talk
like a motherfucker.
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, watch out. That bitch might try to get you. Or watch out, bro. She might, because on both ends, and we have to be careful too. That's why some photographers get mad if you want to bring somebody with you. This is for my safety. Right. And I'm not saying bring your nigga, but bring somebody that got some business that can sit back and be quiet and just get the behind the scenes and not do and just make it a business thing. And there's a lot for younger models. Don't go to these photographers that you don't know by yourself. Don't flirt with them and make them even if you might like the nigga and low key play it cool, sis. Like don't because the minute you open that door for them, they gonna walk through it. They're men. Right. You know what I mean? They're men. They're gonna walk through it. So I think for me with my bookings, I was very stern and they know I do quality work. Right. They know my body looks good at certain things. So they're like, okay, I could go get Becky down the street, but I'm gonna have to edit this bitch, make her boobs smaller, clear up her skin, do her nails. This is all what they have to do in editing. Or can I go holler at Liv? She cool, she look good, her body natural, she gonna be put together. And then I might have to pay her a little something, but I'm doing less work on the back end. Right. So once you build that rapport and that relationship, I think that there becomes then a level of respect that they have for you. And then they're going to call you and say, hey, Liz, how much do I have to pay you to be in my music video? Versus, hey, can you come be an extra in my music video? And all the music videos that I did, I can't even remember them. It was so many, but don't ever call me to be no extra. The fuck?
Look, because on it.
If I'm not the lead, I can't do it.
The video, I was one of them niggas.
I said that to you. See?
And I had shout out to K Rob, but I had told her, I was like, cuz I booked Liv just same way. I had to pay Cookie and Tiffany's, rest in peace, Tiffany Diamond. Yeah, I love the video, man. Shout out to Fuck Shit, shout out to Puka, shout out to Liv. But I did holler at Kevin. I was like, cuz, you supposed to put her in there more. Like on my mama. You know what I'm saying? And the purpose of like how we didn't ask, and I think you was gonna ask or thought that I was gonna want you to be like half naked. I was like, nah, I don't even want you. You know what I'm saying? To wear something purpose. But yeah, I had to. I didn't at that time. I think the assumption of me was my promotion at that time was ass.
Right.
So I think the nigga thought I was
That's
gonna
what
want
you
more
wanted.
ass.
That's what you wanted.
So,
Like, no, we talked about this because I thought so too.
yeah.
I mean, the video was nice, but I'm like,
Boom.
okay, maybe somebody, yeah.
But yeah, I said something because I wanted it to go as such. But I know at that time everybody had the perception of Slab as what I was at the moment. So yeah, that's how they went. We ain't never talked about that. And I will say, in my rap career, that is like maybe that's the biggest. That's the song I've invested in the most. But it's the song that made me the most hand to hand in my rap career.
Really?
And it's because of Puka Leroy. Because
shout out to Puka.
Shout out. And they did when he put it on a mixtape when CDs were still out at the All-Star game. And he went down there and he aired that bitch out. Man, nigga boosted my sales with that hoe. You know
it was fun.
Yeah, it was nice.
We had a good time.
Like you was the talk. It was a select few. You know what I'm saying? But you was like the top three that hey nigga holla at, you know what I'm saying? So in my budget, yeah, I had to we went out, I went tripping. I had to get you on the man. So shout out to Lil come fucking with a solid nigga, Mike.
Always. We had a good time. It was a vibe. Yeah. And I love the music videos, but I tell them I am not
before he went too though. Remember when I was a promoter too at the time?
Probably. You know I'd have been every fucking where.
Cause I had Copa, Aquaman. I think I did. I mean, you gonna maybe go find a
video.
Flyer.
That's crazy word. Yeah, we've been knowing each other a long time, but I don't know. When I do music videos, I'm not sitting in that bitch for 8 hours while you shoot 4 other bitches. Listen, call me when it's shoot time, or I need to be the first one. I need to be the main person. And I just didn't like being second.
You know who was in love with you?
Who?
Baby Solid Mama. Because remember, I had the polygamy shit going on. Yes. My bad mama. The bright one. She wore glasses at the time. Yeah, man, like, it was, people used to think I used to be hawking. It was the motherfucking females around me that used to be.
The one with the blonde hair?
I'm telling you, man, niggas used to jump in people inbox. I don't even want to talk about it. Right. But yeah, like, hey, man. It wasn't me.
She was cool, though, but I didn't know, like, the motherfucker wanted to be that cool.
Say, I got a lot of people. Niggas thought it was because of me. It was because of them women that was around me. Man.
I'm finna hang up the phone on your ass right where we sit.
Yeah, that like
I know
man.
It's a little weird.
You had to remember.
But I'm like, nah. Yeah, man. She ain't that damn crazy.
They was.
Ooh,
they was on it.
Oh my god.
Hard, man. Like yeah, they booked up.
Oh
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah. So the music video shit was a vibe.
One of these rap niggas tried you.
I don't even. They be like, why you be looking so mean? Because I don't even want you bitch to think.
Yeah.
That is anything going on. You know, I mean, of course people will shoot their shot. You know, but I think I handled myself, and that's why I had such a long career because people knew like Liv ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, you want me to get fly and get dressed up, and I got you. I could put that shit on, but don't think it's going any further. Damn, I'm smoking about this shit.
You ever dated a rap guy? Oh, we might.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Hold on, let me think. Thank you, babe. Have I ever dated a rap guy?
And do I know?
I wouldn't say like out publicly, but yes, I've dated one, and yes, you may. I'm sure you probably would know
it.
Yeah. Big time rapper? No, I've dated an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Do you typically date like quote unquote famous niggas or the ones that's far away from
I
like the
don't want
industry?
I don't want nobody in the industry.
Why is it?
I don't want to live that life.
Why you gotta live
I don't want to be unless he's like a cornball that
it?
just has a lot of money. And I don't care about the money because I'll tell you about. Well, ask me about that in a minute about the money. I just want a cornball. Like I don't want anybody that's in the mix. I've talked to rappers and kicked it with them. You know what I mean? Like my and spent time with them, but they're just regular people.
What the fuck is your definition of a coin?
Just like a regular nigga. Like, yes, you can be in, like, I want, you know how they say you don't want to deal with a basketball player, deal with the coach. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with the fucking rap artist. Let me deal with the fucking A&R or the motherfucker that's, or the producer or some shit. Somebody that's in the mix, but not all it out in the limelight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to date a fucking rapper. You're not about to have me out here looking stupid. You know, I nigga, you cheat, I'm out. So I'm not her. I'm not one that's going to be cool with that. Okay, I'm just not.
Is the occupation like what other occupation is like known quote because you just put an X on the back with the rappers of cheating. What other men occupations of niggas that cheat that you feel like we can
All
cop?
of them. Shit. Fuck. Do you have a penis? The fuck? No, I'm just teasing. You got rappers, you got athletes, you got fucking all of them.
Oh shit!
Let's see, what groups of men do I think don't cheat? None. Africans, ooh, they the fucking worst. Sorry, no disrespect, but y'all the worst. If I hear an accent, I'm out. Fuck, no thank you.
Okay.
Serves good me. You can't offer me a bitch ass thing.
God.
I can't. No, no disrespect to the people. I love y'all, but for me personally, if I hear an accent, I'm out. The fuck, sorry.
That is so like.
And don't be like, oh my god, she's being judgmental. No, you ask my fucking preference. I'm allowed to have that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I think it's
yeah.
I think in my opinion, people have a lot of problem with they don't understand that one can have a preference because like the niggas who be crying about the women who be like pay me or like nigga it's a preference. Yeah. Like either become the preference nigga or shut the fuck up.
That's it. And me, I don't even go into it like I did talk to him, but he was just different.
As in
he just it's too many bitches. I cannot do it. It being the bigger you are, the worse it gets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can bet.
And like he's really taken off, and I'm like, I don't want no person.
Yeah. So you have like left a situation, even know the nigga was taken off.
Absolutely. If you cheat or do something, I don't give a fuck
so
about
you like
your
zero.
money.
Have you ever?
That is a deal breaker for me. You call me out my name, you put your hands on me, or you cheat, you out.
Okay, so with that being said, because of to the young ladies who kind of fight with that, can you explain to them how you are able to like stand on that business, like because there's some women that kind of struggle with being zero tolerant like
Absolutely.
That. Like what suggestions or remedies would you give them?
To me, it's a level of self-respect. How much do you love you?
Yeah.
Because if you don't love you, how's another nigga gonna love you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you come into a situation, you set those boundaries. They can either jump in or jump out. Like you know how men be like, shit, I kept it real with her. Shit, it's up to her whether or not she want to fuck with me. We need to do the same thing, right? These are my non-negotiables. Right. And a lot of men will tell you. I've had men tell me, like, I tell a man, you have to court me. I'm a good ass woman. When a nigga fuck with me, you really hit the jackpot. If
Yeah.
you act right and play your cards right, and it don't have nothing to do with about a dollar in your pocket, it's just me as a human being, right?
Right.
I love hard. I'm super loyal. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you, right? So you just have to set the standard and let them know, like, this is what I'm not going to tolerate. But when you do it, and if it happens, you got to stand on that, right? And that's the hardest thing. And I'll tell you more than anything, the one thing that a man hates from a woman, I don't give a fuck if you cheat, if you talk to that nigga crazy, if you disrespect. The one thing a man hates from a woman, am I right? That's gonna fuck a man up more than you busting out the windows in his car, showing up at his motherfucking job, going to his other baby mama house, talking the silence. When a woman, a real woman, goes silent, a man do not know. Besides that, and pulling a them on them, doing to them what they do to you, they can't handle it.
I can attest to that a little bit because when women normally respond or react, you kind of know, like, okay, they still, but if they don't, it's
That's
man,
silence.
that's when, bitch, you better, you know what I'm saying? That's when
Yeah,
niggas get off.
you get the blowing
You see
her
my
shit up.
motherfucking text? You know what I'm saying?
You can have a whole sucker attack.
But
Yeah,
niggas, yeah.
the silence.
He said nigga had a whole sucker
A whole
attack.
sucker attack.
Ah!
Yeah, you're in your
But
field
nigga,
now.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
See, and that's the thing that you have to master, okay? Because my mouth is a motherfucking fool.
Yeah.
And I used to be so disrespectful. I'm not the one that's like, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Like, my mouth is just, I say what the fuck I want to say. I'm never going to say anything to intentionally hurt you. But I would just like, her head look a mess, or your outfit's ugly. Or, I just used to say what I wanted to say, right? But I've never been the person to argue back and forth with a man and we calling each other bitches and fuck your mama. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to touch your stuff because I truly believe, I don't give a fuck what you went through, how tough you think you are. A man will always be stronger than a woman, right? So I would never do nothing to you that I wouldn't want you to do to me. Because if I come bust your shit out, right, and I'm popping my shit, knowing that you got the money, you got the shit fixed later that afternoon, and you ain't tripping. But if you did it to me, nigga, I would be, I would better get this shit fixed. I gotta pay the deductible. This nigga ain't gonna help me. I'm not going through all that.
Yeah.
I will walk away from you, nigga, and you will never hear from me again. Like, I had a best friend that I dated. We were best friends for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I love him to death. We like this to this day, even not together. And he moved here to Texas with me. I got him out the streets and moved him here to Texas. I'm really hurt. I gotta tell this story because that's still my dog to this day. But literally, I prayed for him to get out the streets. He had a lot of kids. He was a good dude, but he was in the street. And I didn't want the street to either take him to jail or eat him up and kill him. And so he moved here and we made it for almost a year. Like, I told him when he got here, you got a whole year, you ain't gotta pay no bills. You just work. You do what you gotta do, get on your feet, I got you. The nigga ain't had a job in 7 years. When he moved here, I was working at a staffing company. He had a fucking job within 5 days of him being here. Yeah. I got his drug test and his background check. Yeah. Just so he could have a job. Then get paid every week. I'm taking him back and forth to work. That was my dog. Like, we were really best friends. But I loved him and I wanted to see him do great. But one request I had, and I'm getting to a point with this. One request I had was the way he talked. It's like, bitch this, bitch that, and here, bitch, and I hated that. And I used to tell him, if you ever call me out my name, my nigga, it's over with. And I know there's some women that tolerate that. I'm not tolerating it. Every time you say it, I'm gonna remind you, don't say that shit. Like, I'm gonna get on your nerves with it. And he always respected it. Like, he never took it there with me. Fast forward, we getting the beefing towards the end of our relationship. I'll never forget. It was December 17th at 2:53 in the morning. I'll never forget it. We was on the phone. I was leaving Beamers.
Motherfucking baby.
We on the phone talking shit, right? He had to go back home. So he had to go to court. All his niggas in his ear, like, bro, your kid's here. Why you out there with her? Like, you need it. Now starting to get to it, because him and I are kind of falling apart. He want to be around his kids. We beefing. It's cold in here. We arguing, and this nigga said, I said something to him, and he said, "Man, you know what?" Just like that. "Man, you know what?" And that nigga paused and he thought about it for a minute. And he was like, "Bitch, fuck you," and hung up. Friend, all I said was, because I could not believe that he finally took it there with me. That's what, like, he knew it was over. Like, he was literally like, he paused, like, "Man, bitch, fuck you." And
Man.
we didn't talk for a year and a half after that day. I meant that shit. That hurt me to my soul. Like, that was my best friend. That was my nigga. And when he called me that, and he said it from like, that nigga said that from like down here in his fucking gut. Like, bitch, fuck you. And I could not believe it. And I was like, but we didn't talk for a year and a half. And to this day, that's my dog. Like, we cool now.
Yeah.
We'll forever be friends. But shout out to Rich. That shit crazy.
Shout out to Rich.
Yeah, but those are, you just have to set those boundaries.
Yeah.
And you got to stand on it. And it's hard. It's hard, like, especially when you like a person and you're like, damn, but for me now, at the age that I'm at, I can't go off of your potential no more.
Right.
So what you showing me at that moment, I gotta respect that. And I gotta leave you in that space. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't respect me the way that I feel like I need to be respected, I can't fuck with you.
Right.
And I'm not gonna waver on that.
Right.
Because I'm a good woman. I'm not out here with a bunch of kids running around. I take care of my business. I'm not asking you to pay my bills. I'm not asking you to take care of me. I just want some attention, some affection, and some time. That's it.
Right.
And if you can't do the fucking bare minimum, like, I had a nigga tell me, I said, "You gotta court me." That nigga hit me with, "What you mean? Like, take you out on dates and shit?" That's what he said. I said, "Yeah." That nigga hit me, "Oh, baby, you asking for too much."
Like,
and was dead ass.
I mean, it's niggas that's like that and it's niggas that's not. It's some women that have those requests, but they don't offer that same shit. That, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've conversed with, I have these talks a lot. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like them because I understand both. You know, because I've been the ain't shit nigga, I've been the shit nigga. I've been on both sides. But sometimes, like, well, what I've acknowledged is people can be good significant others, maybe shitty people, or they can be good shitty people, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So, but to go like the versus part, sometimes women be asking for something like they want a man, but it be some of the traumas or some of the shit that they haven't like fully got over with themselves. Or then too, it may be shit like
daddy issues.
Or they're accustomed to being with a certain type of gentleman.
Daddy issues.
That too.
90% of it. I'm not gonna say some girls that have daddies, like a lot of the preachers' kids and things, they kind of go kind of crazy, kind of fuck wild. But for the most part, a woman that has that sort of trauma, there's an issue with her father.
Right.
Because and I'm on this new thing about even just in dating.
Right.
You have to. My new thing is, I'm not dating you because you have money.
Right.
I'm not dating you off of your potential. I'm dating you to see who is raised right. Follow me. Because guess what? If you was raised right, you gonna know how to treat a woman somewhat.
Right.
If you was raised right, you not gonna. If you see your mom, not even that your parents have to even be together, but were you raised in a safe, mature, effective home, right? And a lot of times when black men are raised right, they rock with you different.
Right.
They think different. They move different. They make better choices. You see what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that you had to have all the money in the world, right? We could have been broke as fuck, but my mama raised me to be a man, right? Or my daddy raised me to be a man. He took time on me and he poured into me and he treated my mama how she's supposed to be treated. You see what I'm saying? Versus, and you got to understand there's a difference when you're being raised in love, off of love, or if you're being raised off of struggle. And you deal with two totally different men. Right? Now, there are some men that were raised off of struggle that grow up and become better because they want what they didn't have.
Right.
right? But then you have the niggas that was raised off of struggle. There's
They
some
still
that are either
practice the
this
motherfucking
all I
struggle.
know.
They
This
still
I hate that fucking
practice
phrase.
the motherfucking
I hate
struggle.
it. Don't ever fucking because bitch, it's not all
It's
you know.
not. It is so
It's not.
not. It is
It's
so
not
not.
all you know. Stop fucking playing with me. That's an
Straight up.
excuse that people have allowed you to get away with, and you running with it. Like a
Straight up.
nigga to tell me, I don't want to go get therapy. I don't want to get help. If I can't fix it, what make you think somebody else can't fix it? Bitch, clearly you wasn't on. So give somebody else a shot
Now,
at this point. You see what I'm saying?
see,
Like we gotta be smart about things like this. Like let's keep it real.
if a nigga say that, I'm gonna give you that perspective. So I get why a nigga would say that. I'm not one who recommends one go see somebody. That nigga acknowledged his issue. That's the first thing them folk gonna teach.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of be playing with like we as niggas, man. We make some stupid ass decisions, like
Mm-hmm.
like we make some dumb ass choices, and until it slow down for us, it be kind of hard to analyze that shit. Then too, some of us still be emotionally immature.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Typically, the niggas who think what they did. You know what I'm saying? But I, me coming from that section, it'd be like, man, you have to learn how to converse with people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn how to treat. Like you gotta. Some niggas still have the I dog my respect syndrome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
versus being able to walk away and being a grown man and knowing I have children and something to lose and I would beat your ass and you know I would beat your ass, but bitch, because I'm different now, I'm gonna walk this way and I'm gonna let you go that way.
The
You
phrase I use on this shit like that is, "Father, forgive him, for he does not know it." I will fuck him up. You know
fuck him up.
But hey,
and beat the brakes off that nigga. But remind them
it's hard
sometimes.
though.
Just let them know because they know for real. The ones that try you, they really know. They just trying you now because they know you in a different space. So it's just really about my thing right now is I'm never dating anybody off of potential, and I will respect you where you're at in that moment.
Right.
Like when I was in different relationships, right? You hear people say, "Why did y'all break up?" There could have never been any issue in the relationship, right? But there was something there that was lacking.
Right.
And I'm coming to you over and over and over and over and over again, and nothing is changing. So now when I walk away from a situation, I can walk away from it scot free because I know I gave it everything that I had. Right. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people don't set that boundary to say, no, you cannot do me this way. If you do this, I'm out.
Right.
If you do this, because so many women, you ask me about women that stay or struggle, it's because he don't believe you.
Right.
How many times have you cussed that nigga out and told him, bitch ass nigga, fuck you, get out, pack your shit, and that nigga be gone for 48 hours and that bitch right back. Because he done brought you some motherfucking Ruth Chris, bitch, and gave you a sack of weed and put 200 on your rent. Now he back because you think he's a fucking changed man.
Look, this is why niggas get mad at me because I give women that game. Like, it's unfair to the woman because you say they give niggas the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes it may be too long, they waste too much time. But to say what you're saying is more so like niggas will play their field if you allow them.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's certain shit that a woman will or will not activate in that nigga. Up until a woman showed me like how you play with a motherfucker. It was one who was like, hey nigga, she showed a nigga like, yeah, I ain't one of them. Like, so it's like
but
then you like,
and
you goddamn right.
You treated her different.
You go into other situations like, hey, it's a possibility this motherfucker can do the same shit. And I don't want to go through that. So some niggas don't give a fuck what they do. So it's just one of them situations. So that we talk on that, I'm gonna ask you, like, with what we see on the regular, especially with our coach, with the 50-50 shit, like the war between, like, what's your take on that?
Ain't a 50-50 bitch ass thing coming from over here. The fuck? In no capacity. Let me explain why. Because I think when people hear 50-50 and when people hear the word submission, they freak the fuck out, right? When a woman hears a man say, "I need my woman to submit," we're like, "Hold on, nigga, what the fuck you mean?" And when we hear 50-50, we're like, "Oh, is you cool?"
Right.
I'm not doing 50-50 with, are you my roommate? Or are you my man? Okay. Now, I'm not a woman where I'm saying I won't do 50-50 because I want you to pay all the bills. Now, when I called and asked my daddy, Dad, how should the bills be taken care of in the household? He said the man is supposed to take care of everything. I understand that my dad is 75 and he was raised in a different time. But as a man, he said the man is supposed to take care of everything, right? I understand that it's 2025, things are different, life be life, and I get that. But I'm not, if I'm living with a man under the same roof, my only request is that I don't pay rent. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll pay the cable, the lights, the groceries, the stash for the vacation. I'll put some money to the side. But if you are my man and I'm not worthy of me just having a fucking roof over my head, nigga, I can keep paying my own fucking bills over here. We ain't struggling over this motherfucker. So I'm not your roommate. We're not gonna be busting the bills down the middle like, hey, you got your $50 light bill. Listen, that shit is dead. So when men hear it, they automatically like, oh, you're a user. Oh, you want a nigga to take care of you. No, no, no. No, no, no. I will always pay my part because a man will never be able to tell me to get out.
Yeah.
Or this my shit.
Yeah.
And anything that I lay my motherfucking head at, bitch, my name is on it too.
Yeah.
Any car that you give me while I'm doing motherfucking Instagram videos, like, my man. No, bitch, my man. Here's the title, bitch. This me. It ain't some shit he gave me for the gram and said, baby, do a video and let him know I bought you a car. But then 2 weeks later, you snatched the fucking keys because you mad because I didn't come home at 3:30 versus 2:45 like I said. No, bitch. Whatever the fuck we accumulate together, my man, it's ours. Okay? And if we live together, all I ask is that I don't pay rent.
Yeah.
I got everything else.
Yeah.
So I'll pay my way. Money don't move me.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's yours.
Right.
It's not mine.
Right.
And I tell men I will never deal with a man based off his money because nigga, it's not long enough.
Right.
I need my yeses to be. The word no gives me hives.
Right.
Seriously, I break down hives. So if a nigga's gonna base our relationship off his money, it got to be real, real long, and he got to be real, 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 real generous, right? So don't ever put me in a situation where you tell me it's about my money. You don't have enough. Yeah. And I work very hard, and I do well for myself. Right. I don't need your money. What you do for me should be extra. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to date a fat, ugly nigga just because he has money. I'm not. Bitch, your titties are bigger than mine. I'm not dating you just because you got some money. Right. Girl, you better holler at that nigga. He got 8 kids, bitch, but he got money. What? Mm-hmm. Who? So I got to lower my standard to deal with a motherfucker because you got some money. Right. That you can take from me and tell me no at any moment because it's not mine. It's yours. Right. I gotta respect that. Man. Them your diamonds on your wrist and your finger. I can't be mad at you. That's your shit. Yeah. That's not mine. Yeah. Even if you gift it to me, you can take that shit back. I want paperwork on all my shit. What I need to sign, nigga, because you ain't taking my shit back.
Hey there, ladies. Don't just go off a nigga word. Don't just go off no Instagram post. Get the motherfucking paperwork.
Get the paperwork. You look stupid. Like now he done took your shit and gave it to his new girlfriend. The fuck? I wish I would. Listen, yeah. You just bought me a G-Wagon. And because I kicked you out the house because you were cheating, I come home and the keys is gone. And 2 weeks later, bitch, you on the shade room with a bow on the bitch talking about, I just bought my new bitch a G-Wagon. Yeah. You just got it painted a different color. You's a dirty bitch. Oh, God. Like, don't, ladies, self-worth, self-dignity, and self-respect. A man will only do to you what you allow them to do. Right. And when you if you're not going to do it, bitch, just don't say it. If you don't, nigga, I'm through fucking with you. You do it one more time, I'm through fucking with you. Baby, stand on that. Cause the minute you take it back, he was yeah, that bitch ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I just fucked her sister yesterday. That bitch said if I did it again, she was gonna leave, bro. But she at the house cooking right now, and then y'all come to eat. No. If you said it, bitch, even if it's for 2 months, bitch, stand on it. Make that nigga sweat because if you don't, he's gonna use that against you every time going forward. Because he ain't gonna think you're going nowhere.
See, that's game for you youngins. Would you like with your walk and all your experiences? Would you recommend or allow? You have a daughter or
A son.
Well, if you had a daughter, or if the little nigga wanted to be a model, would you be cool with them being a model?
He needs to be one.
It's hard.
He's gonna
That's
be.
cool.
He's probably one of the cutest. Not being biased, but my son is really the shit.
Yeah.
And he's got the personality for it too.
That's cool.
So that I would just manage it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let him because the reason I never had any representation, I'm the one doing the work.
Right.
You might be finding people, but I have connections too.
Right.
And they could probably give me a better deal going to them directly than they would going through you as a third party, like you said, right? Mm-hmm. So they'd be like, if I come to you, you probably be, and I get a rapport built with you, you might be willing to pay me more than you would if my manager called you talking that fly shit. Right. Now you like, bitch, I'm giving you the bare minimum because your people came to be fucked up.
Right, right.
So for me, I never wanted to share my money. Like when I got paid for something, bitch, I did this work. I stood in front of this camera for 8 to 10 hours and I got to turn around and give you 20%, bitch, because you made a phone call?
Nah.
Like what? No, we're not doing that. It doesn't make sense. And so, I mean, now, getting in this Dallas market, modeling was hard in a bitch.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a part of a clique, it's who you know. If you don't know this person and this person, they don't fuck with you. Or if you're not cool with this person and this person, they gonna shun you. Or if you don't know this nigga or this nigga, that it's very difficult. But for me, I just came out here and turned up. I know me and my personality, and I build good, respectful rapport with people, and I promote people. So the people that looked out for me in the beginning, I always got them work. I got them clients. I made sure I pushed their name. Like there was always a benefit in helping me get my career going.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you too long, but I'm gonna ask, like, is there like a directory, like where you find models, or like how does one just typically go if they want to go see models or go see if they can book a model? Where is there like a website?
That I know of now, no. Modeling is very different now.
Is
um
like content creators.
The models are different. Their bodies are different. Their faces are different. Like I saw a post on Facebook the other day. Did you see that post where they put all the old covers of like the Jet Beauty of the Week and like all of the black magazines that we had coming up?
I did not.
Okay, it was like Nia Long and Jada Pinkett, all in their natural, no fill, no butt, no boobs, but they was all on the front covers of like these Ebony magazines and Jet magazines. Yeah. That's when real beauty was in. That's when models were really models, yeah. Right? Now you'll look at a picture and like, why is her ass that big?
Yeah.
Why are her lips that big and fucking juicy? It's not normal. Not knocking if that's what you choose to do, but people need to be honest and say that shit ain't it. Right. These photographers nowadays will shoot anything.
Right.
There's no substance in the photography game. You're going, especially if a bitch gonna pay you as the photographer $2,000-$3,000 to get in front of your camera. Dumb shit. Like it's all backwards now. Back in the day, those models were sought out. Right. I want a bitch with little boobs and a fat ass or a little tiny waist, or I want one that has natural hair, that has green eyes that aren't fucking color contacts. I want one that's 5'6" with big boobs and a small waist and slim down. Like those were the models that they sought out, you know? And so now it's so much harder. So I don't think that there's a directory per se. Not that I know of. Right. It's really just word of mouth. And that it's a good thing that photographers talk because they be like, bro, this bitch I took 5 hours to edit this bitch. Do not work with her. You know, because she came in with her lashes undone, her nails was fucked up, her makeup was, and then the editors have to fix that. So if you just ask around, but there's some niggas that's some haters too. They may say, so do your research, know who you're asking because some people might be mad at a model that I didn't fuck you
Right.
when you tried me. Or I put your name out on blast because you tried me or you
Right.
didn't pay me. Or so it sucks because we get blackballed just like y'all
Yeah.
do. We
I've
do.
I've stopped some of the blackballing on a couple models.
Yeah.
Some of them niggas didn't necessarily know I knew what they were doing
Uh-huh.
because they ain't always fucking with the model.
Uh-huh.
Until I presented to them, yeah, them niggas was doing a lot of little fuck shit.
Yeah.
I asked this question to my guests a lot. If you was to go speak at like a seminar where it was the young men and the young women, 18, and they're getting ready to be an adult, like what is something that you'll leave with the gentlemen? What is something that you'll leave with the young ladies to prepare themselves for the adulthood that they're
Mm. That's a good question. For the
hard
young
out here?
men, make good decisions. Watch your surroundings. No matter where your emotions take you, good or bad, if you're anxious or overwhelmed, um, think before you make a move. And before you make that move, ask yourself, if I make this move, what's on the line? What can I lose by making this move? You need to also be asking, what can I gain from this? Like, if I do this, is this going to benefit me in any way? Because a lot of times we get caught up in situations as young, mostly black men, black and brown, right? And we're going off of adrenaline, we're going off of emotion, we're going off of because we're mad or we feel disrespected, right? The world is going to disrespect you for the rest of your life. Choose your battles. Think about what is on the line if I make this choice. Take a deep breath, just calm down and ask yourself, hold on, bro. Yeah, I'm worked up. Yeah, I want to beat this nigga ass. Yeah, I want to pop this nigga. I want to do whatever. But think about it. What can I lose if I make this decision? Um, that's number one for the boys. Uh, with this new generation, be careful of these little girls. Real talk.
I like that.
Real talk, because we're no better than y'all. Pay attention. Keep your ears open. And I'm not being funny, but if you're in a situation where you're not in a space where you're comfortable or you don't really know the female or whoever it is that you're in the company of, keep your phone recording. Dead ass.
Straight up.
Dead ass. I just watched a boy on Facebook get out of some shit because he recorded the shit the whole time. And the girl was really sitting in this nigga car on the phone lying to them, saying that the nigga was trying to rape her and that he was about to kidnap her and she was scared for her life because he took her to fucking Chili's and she got drunk and the bitch was in her feelings. And had he not recorded it,
his ass going to jail.
that's sad.
His ass was going to jail.
Like he was so nice to her, took her out on a date, the bitch and went and got drunk and got in the car and got to popping her shit, just lying. They pulled down at her house. It's 6 police sitting outside. Now, what would that have done for him as a black man if he didn't have that shit recorded?
His ass was going to die. Go to
Come
jail.
on, man. So, fellas, especially if you guys are athletes, if you got something going for yourselves, choose wisely, okay? Choose wisely. And there's a lot of beautiful black women in the world.
I already knew you were going with this shit. You said athletes. I already knew.
And I don't knock no other race, but I'm just saying because you know what? I watched a snippet today of my friend. Shout out to Sayardi Kid. He was doing a podcast with Dr. Umar. Okay, and what he said is that a black man could never make me understand why he would be in an interracial relationship. I don't knock it because my family's married to white women, whatever. That's their business. But he said, I don't understand. With all the black women in this world, you could never tell me what all the women went through back in the day as a black woman that you would turn around and be in an interracial relationship. And you can't tell me with all the women of African descent, black descent, whatever descent we are, it's a bunch of us out here, that you can't find out one that's good enough for you. Not one. Knowing what your mama went through raising you, knowing what your sisters go through, knowing what your female friends go through. There's not one black woman on this earth that shuts the fuck up.
Cause you know
That's y'all's excuse.
it's not okay. I'm not gonna say an excuse, but as I got older to analyze shit, and I've been on the different spectrums, you totally see the difference. I'm all for whatever floats whoever boat, but I will say you totally see the difference.
In what?
A lot.
Like, what do you mean? You see the difference in what? What are you saying? Like what they
How you made reference to that shut up, I think that's like it. It be sometimes I think it be like how one would tell you if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. I think sometimes women say because they thought they gotta say it.
I thought they said it because of the space that they were in was not safe for them not to say it.
Sometimes it don't be that, it be a feeling.
But
the
let's
fact
say,
of the matter though, women talk on, I feel like at the end of the day, the fact of the matter be like, fuck you. All because it typically be like women like, well, I feel like, but if we get through the argument or the debate, the fact at the end ain't got shit to do with the feeling.
you're right, and a lot of times things are emotional, but you also gotta understand. See, this is the
I
thing.
understand both.
Okay, because I think too with women, I think that y'all are missing the fact of, and he was speaking on this too. The fact there's a space that y'all have to create for us. If you want that soft, respectful, submissive, there's women. There's good. Hold on. There's good women that can turn in. That can be that, right? But we have to have a. Can we have a fucking safe space with y'all to be able to fall into that? Can you create that for us?
I'm gonna speak from experience then.
Because y'all don't want hard, tough, I'll cuss your bitch ass out.
I'm gonna speak from experience,
right?
And it's case by case, but I'm gonna speak from experience. I've been a guy who's activated that from a woman, and I've been a guy that's not. What I've learned is sometimes it's just a woman character to be that totally regardless to what it is. I'm saying like I've had a lot of relationships. I say that because I speak from once I was the fuck nigga. I contribute to hurting a lot of women. So to grow out of that and see like damn, it's just I I know what a nigga would mean by the. Some women just think all because you think you don't say it. Cause you'll go to work, think that shit and won't fucking say it. A nigga be like, why the fuck I don't get that same respect as your motherfucking boss? But every day I gotta be in the trenches with you. I gotta hear this shit. If you could it's just that small, right? Example right there. At work, you will shut the fuck up. You will not, the shit you thought you want to cuss your boss out, you ain't gonna say that shit. But with me, you gonna say everything you thought.
Can I tell you something?
Uh huh.
I'm very big on, I think a lot of people look at things very surface. Okay.
Correct.
And I feel like next time you ask that question, I want you to get to the root of the problem.
As far as
that's just not her character.
I mean, that's why it's so case by case though.
99% of women and men, it's not the case. There's something bigger that's underlined that we're not getting to see. When you fucking with me, if we have a problem, right? You tell me, Liv, um, I don't like your attitude right now. And I'm like, well, I don't feel like fucking talking right now. Like, just I'm cool. Just leave me alone. And you like, well, Liv, but your attitude fucking sucks. It's not that I just have an attitude, right? There's a reason I have an attitude. Even if I haven't voiced it to you, there's a reason. We got to get to the underlying reasons of things, right?
Well,
it's just like when a nigga who beat on women, right? we think like, oh, that's just all he know. That nigga been beating on women since he was a little girl. You know what I'm saying? That nigga been doing that since we was little, bro. That's just how little bro is. Like he just be beating on bitches. No, no, no. There's a reason. There's an underlying something that clicked in that little boy to turn him into a fucking woman beater. Whether it happened to him, whether he saw it happen to his mama, whether he saw one of his teachers get punched out, whether he saw a little girl on the playground, there's something in him that traumatized him, that stuck with him, and now he's a fucking woman beater. But it's not just because that's who he is. That's not just because, oh, that's how that little nigga was raised. That's how he been since we was little. He been beating on bitches. No, there's an underlying reason why he's the way that he is. All of us, you grown men, y'all aren't fucked up people, right? Most of y'all are not. Y'all weren't raised properly and fully, and you've had some trauma in your day. It's not because you're a shitty person. It's because we haven't dealt with the underlying issue of what made you who you are today.
True that, but what I'm saying is, on the notion of what we were saying is, I see, I understand both sides because, like, you speak from a 2 percentile of women of the day. The women you in reference to, you don't find it. You the woman that'll bend over and pull your shirt down to hide your drawers. So your women is like extinct. So but it's women in our age group who compete with the younger women mentality. Mm-hmm. So there was a time that as a woman we never used to say they were like niggas. Like y'all was on the hierarchy, like y'all was up here as far as character traits. Mm-hmm. But to get back and like I understand why, because niggas been ain't shit for so long. Mm-hmm. So the woman you in reference to is they're scarce.
They're not. We're just covered up.
Nah. Mm-mm. They taken and they're scarce.
No. They're just covered up, and you got to uncover us. But y'all got to give us that safe space to want to take that shit off. They're there. They're there. And you know what? We've gotten to the point now where we're like, fuck that, my nigga. If that's what I got to tolerate, I will go in my cocoon, nigga. I won't come out. You gonna see me when you see me. And I'll be by my fucking self. If that's what's on the table for me to tolerate, I'm cool, my nigga.
But is it not the women have contributed to the same nigga that you in reference to? Because unfortunately, like you're not the tolerant woman, you're zero tolerant. It's women who have enabled us.
Yes, you're right.
They kept us on the titty. A nigga has to be a nigga that take himself off the titty sometimes. Granted, it's not the woman's fault because she believe in a nigga potential or she see the potential and hope that a nigga gonna see it. But sometimes it might take 10, 20 years. That's too much of your time. Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying, but a woman to see the bitch nigga in a nigga and still lay up with him, still house them, still feed them. So it kind of enabled, like it's what you saying, but shit, they don't, they coddle that shit. A lot of women coddle that shit.
They do. They do.
So it hinders our growth.
They do. And for the ladies.
Right. Because what I say, I got to bring you to the round table.
It's not about the money.
Hold on, no. I got to say this. Niggas ain't shit forever. I'd recommend a motherfucker pay you for cause how you know these niggas ain't gonna play with you.
You're right, but if that's your mentality, then you gonna keep getting these no shit, no good ass niggas. And I'm not saying just be with a motherfucker that can't do nothing for you. But when you go into a situation thinking that bitch, a man is just supposed to bend over and do it all, but you don't want to clean up, bitch, you don't want to help out, you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to support the motherfucker, bitch, you're not worthy. Okay, so if you're going to make those requests, this is what I tell men when I meet them. Anything that I'm requesting of you, I can give it to you in return. That should be your motto.
At least be that.
If anything I'm requesting from a nigga, I can give it to you. And a lot of times people think that when you have requests and boundaries that you think you're too good or you're judgmental. One thing I fucking hate, and I got to tell this to the world, stop thinking that everybody is fucking judgmental. Correct. When they have an opinion about some shit or they're speaking facts. Because bitch, if you are fat Bitch, you are fat. I'm not judging you for being overweight, but are you big? Yes? Is that a fact? Yes? Then how the fuck am I judging you? Okay? Now it's up to you to do something about it, right? So when you get into situations and people always want to make like because they might have something more than you or they might have a nicer car than you and then you have an opinion or you say to you judgmental or if I tell one of my homegirls I don't like this nigga because he treats you fucked up so I don't fuck with him, right? You can fuck with him but I don't fuck with him because I love you as my friend and the first thing you want to call me bitch is a hater or judgmental. No. I'm just telling you the shit that you don't want to hear right now. But what I'm telling you is factual, right? Mm-hmm. Is he treating you like shit? Yes. Bitch, was your nose bleeding yesterday? Yes. Do you need to be fucking with him in your right mind? Should you be fucking with him? No. Then how am I judging you, bitch? And I'm speaking nothing but facts. Correct. That irks my soul when people say, oh, she's so judgmental. Like if I say, I want a nigga that don't have a side tooth missing. Oh my God. I am judgmental. If a nigga says, well, damn, baby, I got one missing, I can't fuck with you. I'm not judging you, but that's my preference. I don't have none missing, nigga. So why do I have to accept you not having none missing? Am I telling the truth though? Yeah. Come on, man. Oh my God. I'm judging you now because I don't want to date you because you've had a fucking side tooth missing for 5 years and you got dental insurance and your lazy ass ain't went to get the shit fixed. But because I don't want to deal, I'm judgmental. Man, if you don't get your ass the fuck my God. I ain't got nothing for you.
Judgmental, narcissist, sassy is that's the term that's just used so much.
So much. Just like no, if the person is making up some shit and I'm judging you and talking about you because I don't like the shade of your shirt, that's different. But if I'm speaking facts and this just not something your ears are ready for at the moment, that's okay. Tell me, hey Liv, I'm not ready to hear what you finna say right now. Can you hold off? Cool. But don't call me a hater. Straight up. Or say I'm judging you. Oh man. And you know better. You know? Yeah. So ladies, just know it ain't about the money is great. What a man does for you should be extra. Okay? Have it for yourself. Take care of you. Boss up on these niggas. And I promise you, you're going to find one that's really rocking with you. But also, have some boundaries. You've got to have boundaries. And remember, how you allow them to treat you after the first time is the precedent that you set for the remainder of your relationship.
Correct.
For real.
What you want to leave my people with? Where I see you said you a hairstylist, man. You got a salon?
Have a salon in Frisco. I've been doing natural hair for 11 years.
Yeah. In my shop 11 years. Wait a minute. What you mean by you been doing natural hair?
I only do natural hair. I don't do nothing fake. No weave, no braids, no extensions, none of that. All my clients have long, natural, healthy hair.
How can they contact you?
My Instagram and my TikTok. My TikTok is my salon name, Livy B Hair Studio. So LIVIBEE hair, the word hair studio. That's my TikTok. And then Instagram is the same, but there's an underscore in between Livy B and Hair Studio. So Livy B underscore Hair Studio. And then my main Instagram page is Miss Livy B, MSLIVIBEE.
Yeah. Can we lock in? I bring you to my the round table.
What's that?
No, because I'm gonna have that talk with like our coach in a relationship shit.
Okay.
But I only want to converse with like people who ain't gonna get in their feelings that can debate and understand. Like, just want to hear each side perspective in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people gonna be in that whole too personal.
You know, rowdy and mad.
It ain't even worth all this.
Yeah.
I just like hearing everybody.
You know, I'm very passionate about it, and I know that there's going to be people that will challenge it. But yeah, I'll definitely do it.
I take note because I analyze and I'm one to just use everybody's shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I try to be a master at it all because I was never on this side. And I enjoy this side because it's peaceful. And I can look in the mirror and smile and be really cool with myself. And I ain't like I'm looking at
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say this, man. I appreciate you coming. I want to thank you just for being positive. Uh, it's a lot of models that I bumped into at the time, and they found that I wasn't one of the rappers that tried to come on to them. Even though they was that type in a sense.
It was about it.
Yeah. I just appreciate everything you meant for the city. My introduction to you was they presented me to you as like Slab is who you need to fuck with. Like your resume at the time it spoke volumes because niggas brought me to you. Like they brought your profile to me.
Oh,
Like this
wow.
was good. That's how I got hit to you.
Oh, wow.
You know
That
what I'm
makes
saying?
me feel
That's
good.
how I got hit to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how and then when I did we did homework, I saw you and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Right.
And everybody knew me then as having a little light bright.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I
So
remember.
yeah.
I talked my shit a couple
yeah.
times. Like, boo. What the fuck is this?
So I mean, I just appreciate you for you know what I'm saying, being a part of my career. I appreciate everything you stand for the women. Um, I appreciate you being gangster and not allowing the rap niggas to infiltrate certain shit they may have tried.
Yeah.
Um,
I appreciate that. They're
like
cornballs.
you're like a trendsetter. It's a it's a couple women I've dealt with that I won't say they mimicked you, but if I ever asked them who they looked up to or was watching at the time, you was a part of they say so. Like Dallas Breed. It's a couple chicks that was under my umbrella at the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
and you don't know who's watching you because
don't.
for me, I got out of it because I felt like not that I was basing like what I thought others thought about me, but it was hard. And I felt like the recognition as hard as I work, I don't feel like I got all the recognition that I deserve. So to know that there were people watching, that makes me feel good, you know?
You did. You just
Maybe I didn't hear about
you
it.
wasn't fucking. So that's why you wasn't plastered like
Okay.
me. They was giving up the twat.
Okay.
You know how that shit
Yeah,
is.
that shit was out with me.
Yeah. Man, shout out to Miss Liv. She's an OG in the motherfucking game. I know I love the trendsetters, man. So for you young ladies that want to model, you know what I'm saying, might have to pay her, but come fuck with her.
I can definitely mentor some models, but they have to be serious. And I like to pick them out. Like when I go out places, I ask certain young ladies, like, "Do you model?"
Right.
And they'll look at me, and I can see the low self-esteem in them, and I don't think I could do it. And I'm like, "What?" Like it would just take one person to see you, you
Right.
know. And it's so sad because there's so many young black girls out here that don't even know their worth and don't even realize, you know, like don't ever let no man, no woman, no child tear you down. Don't ever live in anything that you're unhappy in. Don't ever settle just because you have a child with somebody. Like God will take care of you. And if you do your part, He will do His part. But don't ever settle. Don't ever settle because your happiness means something, you know? And always be with a man that gives you a safe space to just be soft and be pretty.
Straight up. Man, till next time, y'all will see her again. Cause then we're gonna talk about this hair salon.
So I'm excited about that. I got some stories for you on that one.
Fuck with a solid nigga, man. Till next time.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I love it. That was so much fun.